Hey, modern yogis, welcome to another 30-minute Zentric flow. Today, our vinyasa is all about twists. Let's go ahead and get our body warm while we talk about what's ahead. Feet hip width apart, hands like kickstands behind you. Just drop those knees to one side on an exhale. Inhale through the center, exhale other way. Keep those windshield wipers going. So as always, once we get our blood flowing and our joints lubricated, we will take a moment to get centered, to get still, to connect deeply with our breath. And then we'll move into some sun salutations, crossing those legs, sitting up tall. Inhale, arms up overhead. A couple of side bends here, bottom hand as support as you exhale. Inhale through the center. Our third sun salutation will be a little bit slower. We'll focus on some strength movements, some strength postures, and also balance, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally as well. Make that a twist. Exhale, look over that shoulder, hand comes to opposite knee. Big breath in, lift out of your waistband and switch sides. We'll finish off with some core work, and as always, some really juicy, lovely, delicious yin postures so that we can finish practice feeling like $1,000,000. Coming to the center, let's go ahead and rest those palms open. Let the tip of your thumb and the tip of your index finger meet. Shoulders drop away from your ears. Navel pulls towards the spine for a little support. And then we just soften the eye gaze or close the eyes completely. Feeling supported and anchored by the sit bones in the earth. Begin to observe your natural breath. No effort, no judgment. Simply be here, now, with your natural inhales and exhales. Over your next 3 to 4 inhales, see if you can make them a little deeper, breathing down into your belly, wide into your ribs, high into your chest. Then feel a complete exhale as you empty chest, ribs, belly. It's that 3-part breath that we always practice during Vinyasa. If Ujjayi is part of your practice, feel free to constrict the back of your throat and layer that in. If that's a term you're not familiar with, stay tuned. We've got pranayama videos coming as well. That next inhale, gently open the eyes. Let's crawl our way to a tabletop. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Take a minute here, maybe just to tuck the toes, stretch the arches of the feet. Shift front to back, side to side. Snap, crackle, pop through those wrists. And we'll make our way to downward facing dog. Inhale, tuck the toes. Exhale, lift the hips, drop the heels, looking back towards your ankle. Feel your chest nice and wide, pressing firmly from the shoulders, every knuckle digging into the earth, core pulling back towards the spine, abs engaged. Looking forward, we're going to lunge into our Sun A today. So take your right foot outside of your hand and drop into that left hip flexor. As you exhale, left foot also steps wide. And then inhale, roll up. Grabbing your left wrist, pull up and over for a side bend. Inhale through center. Exhale, take it the other way. We're going to twist, looking over that right shoulder, arms go wide, hips stay square. Inhale through center, grow an inch. Exhale, twisting left. Inhale through the center. Exhale, fold it down. That right leg is going to lunge back. So press into your hands, lift your heart, lift your eye gaze. Exhale, press it back into your downward facing dog. As always, we have Vinyasa options. Inhaling forward to a plank. Let's put our knees down and go easy the first time, just settling into this practice. Exhale, elbows rub the ribs as we come all the way down. Press through the hands, gently lift the heart using your back muscles. Baby cobra. Exhale, bend your knees, sit it back into child's pose. Inhale to tuck the toes, exhale to lift the hips, and we find ourselves in down dog once again. This time, left foot steps forward, find that lunge, sink into your right hip flexor. Stepping wide, inhale, stack and round and roll, arms sweeping overhead. 2 side bends, palm to the ceiling, pressing into that hip. Oop, hello tree. Other side. Coming through the middle, we've got 2 twists. Y'all, I am so proud of this plant. I'm not usually much of a gardener, but he is happy and he is healthy. It makes me smile every time I look at him. From here, we're going to heel toe our feet together. We're adding on a little bit this time. Sit the hips back, arms up by the ears for a chair pose. Lifting up onto the toes, arms sweep behind. Landing the heels, take a little bit of a back bend. Exhale, fold it forward, left leg, this time lunges back. And then find your downward facing dog. Gliding forward into a plank. Vinyasa options are all there for you. You can knees or toes, lowering halfway or all the way. Inhale, press the top of the feet, lift the thighs, look up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Looking forward, right foot steps outside the hands. Left foot steps outside the hands. Rolling up. 2 side bends. With the breath, exhaling into it, inhaling to lift. 2 twists, exhaling navel towards the spine. Let that breath flow, let your movements flow. Taking a pause in the center, heel toeing into our Utkatasana chair pose. See if you can sink a little lower this time, keeping the heart high, the arms active. We take our ski jump, pressing into the big toe. Landing the heel, we've got crunches. Right arm to the back of the room. Left elbow comes across, our first twist of our twisty flow today. Our first real deep twist anyway. As we fold it forward, right leg lunges back. Find your downward facing dog. And then take your vinyasa, listening to your body for what you need today. Left foot lunges wide. Take a moment, feel that stretch. Other foot steps up, rolling, reaching. 2 side bends, breathe into your left lung. Exhale to stretch the right side body. 2 twists, pushing that right hip forward to keep the rotation above your waistband, other side. Heel toeing the feet together. Finding our chair. Taking that ski jump. 2 crunches. Each time we've gone through, we've added on a little bit more. Inhale to lift. This time is no different. Exhale. We're going to stand tall, heel toe those feet back, mat width apart, turn out from the hips, and drop down into a Malasana squat. Left hand finds the ground, right arm rises, we twist. Coming back to the center, maybe the elbows, press those knees open. Right hand down, left arm up. Hands back to the heart. As we put our hands down, left foot steps back, right foot steps back into our downward facing dog. Bending the knees, look forward. Lifting the hips, drop the heels. Let's do that one more time. Coming a little lower into a crouching child's pose. And then lifting the hips. Right leg is going to sweep up. Stepping through for a crescent lunge. That foot lands gently between the hands. Use your hand if you need to. And then we rise. The deeper you bend that right knee, the more challenging this posture is. We're on railroad tracks, not a balance beam, so that way we have some balance, right? Sinking low into the legs, but pressing firmly through the feet, bracing the abs and containing the ribs. Exhaling, hands come to heart. we hook and look over that right shoulder, using the palms to press into the midline. Left heel is pressing away, crown of the head is reaching forward, and we're squeezing our abs like we're wringing out a dish towel or a beach towel. Eye gaze shifting down. We're going to step into that front foot and twist the other way for dancing Shiva. So shift your weight, lift that left knee, and choose whether you want to grab the thigh and reach back, or if flexibility allows, maybe you find the blade edge of your foot and take that leg a little longer. It does not have to be all the way straight. Your spine, on the other hand, does need to be all the way straight. Eye gaze to the back if you can. Pulling that navel towards the spine. Still deeply immersed in that 3-part breath, maybe with some ujjayi. 2 more breaths right here. And then looking forward, bend that long leg, cross it over your thigh, and have a seat for temple dancer. It's like a figure 4. That working leg, the standing legs get a little tired, but that's okay. Scoop the abs in. Astabandha, press your hands together. Get a little pressure between the shoulder blades as well to keep the heart high. Focus on your breath and maybe the nice sensation of that left knee opening down, externally rotating. I promise you some balance work, and I did not lie. Inhale, stand up tall, karate kick. If you can't get your leg long, that's okay. You could totally stop at 90 here. But feel all 4 corners of your right foot on the floor. Abs in, reaching up through those fingers. And then we're going to shift into warrior 3. Last thing on this leg, I promise. Square the hips, square the shoulders. The more you bend your standing knee, the more achievable this becomes. So you choose. Eye gaze is steady. Breath is steady. Left leg is long behind you, strong and active. And then we bring those hands to the floor for a seated twist. Tuck your left knee behind your right foot. And as you sit down, you'll end up in a shoelace. We're going to twist. Right hand like a kickstand to lift the spine. Left arm on that right thigh to provide some torque. Sorry to be looking away from you, but I did plan this so that I'll be forward folding towards you. So you don't have to look at my hiney here in a little bit. Inhaling to lift up out of the waistband. Exhaling to drop the shoulders down, enjoying this quick respite from all the balance, all the strength. And then with that next inhale, we're going to unwind star pose. So you can bring your hands down, press into the feet, lift the arms up, and reach out for the corners of the room. I love this pose. It feels very expansive. Careful not to let the belly drop out. Every exhale, we pull that navel towards the spine. A quick check of the toes. They need to be forward or maybe even turned in a little bit, but definitely not turned out, because this is where we fold. Yes, over a lifted belly. Bending the knees is not cheating. It may be what your body needs and wants. It is A-okay. Once you get here, shift a little bit more weight into your toes and tip your sit bones up to the sky. Let the crown of your head be heavy. Send some breath into the back of your legs. We're going to lift up halfway. Put your left hand in the middle of your feet, maybe a couple inches ahead of your toes, and then lift your right arm up. Eye gaze can stay down if you need, or it can go up towards that thumb, but press some more weight over into your left foot to try and square the hips. Exhaling down through the center, we switch. Just replace that left hand with your right. More weight into your right foot this time, revolving from above the waist. Exhaling right back down to the center. Let's hang out in this fold for a few breaths here. If headstand is part of your practice, feel free to take it now. I'll show you on the other side, but I don't want you to feel like you have to do it. 3 more breaths right here. Abs in, weight towards the front of the feet. Next time we take a half lift on an inhale, walk our hands over towards that left foot, bend the knee and bring your right hand in front. We're going twisted dancer. So lift your belly, step into that left leg, grab where your right shoelaces would be, and then look forward. Don't think about lifting your chest, think about kicking your foot into your hand, and that'll make it easier to rise up. Squaring the hips towards the ground, reaching through that front arm. The tip from the hip is up to you. See what feels right in your body today. Keep lifting through the abs, soften around your eyes. And then releasing that right foot. We're gonna cross it over for eagle pose. Balance is not always on your side. You can once, maybe twice, wrap those legs. Right leg's on top, so right arm's gonna go underneath. If your arms don't do this, don't worry about it. Just give yourself a hug, okay? But squeeze your thighs together. Find some grounding. And maybe, just maybe, inhale your fingertips up high and breathe into your shoulders. If you've lost control of that breath, come back to it now. Last 2. Scooping the belly, squeezing the thighs. Releasing all those binds, step it back and take a vinyasa of your choice. Let's take a few clearing breaths right here in down dog. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Noticing these shifts that have happened during practice. One more. Inhaling left leg up high to the sky. Use your abs, hand if you need to. Bring it forward with control, set it down gently between your feet. We're on railroad tracks, back heel is lifted, and we inhale for our crescent. There's a temptation here to just sit into the joints, especially if you're flexible. I need you to press down through your feet and pull your ribs in so all of our muscles are engaged and working. Lower body strong. Upper body light, core engaged. Shoulders are down, away from the ears. And as we exhale, hands come to heart center, hook and look for a prayer twist. You can get that elbow or tricep on the outside of the thigh. Keep pressing back through the right heel. Use your eye gaze, your drishti to help you revolve. You can feel your belly on your shirt. Pull it up, pull it in, brace tightly. And we're going to twist the opposite direction. So bring your eye gaze down and forward for some balance. As you unwind, step into that left foot. Lift your right knee and choose your variation of dancing Shiva. Okay, some are more challenging than others, but they are all valid. We are all in a different place in our journey. When we checked in this morning, maybe you've got all the energy in the world. Maybe you don't. Maybe there's an injury that you're coming back from. This is not a performance, this is practice. So just settle into your breath. Accept what you find here with love and compassion for yourself. One of my teachers is very adamant that yoga is a radical act of self-love, and I agree. Looking forward, flex that foot. Come into your temple dancer. Scooping the belly. Trying not to grip with that standing foot. Softening where you can, being strong where you need to be. Well, that's some life advice right there, isn't it? Heart proud, core tight. That right knee drop open. And then inhale, stand up tall. Take that leg out in front, either 90 or full karate kick. Bonus points if you say hi-ya. Leaning in to the posture, not back, keeping any tension out of your low spine. And then when you're ready, shift it into your warrior three. Body can come parallel to the ground, but if that's not you today, it's okay. You can take that back foot, you can tap it. If you need your hands, that's fine. If you need your arms out like airplanes, remember it's what it feels like, not what it looks like. 2 more breaths right here. And when you're ready, hands come down. Right knee tucks behind. We sit, we twist, we stack our knees. Back arm lifts us through the spine. And as we exhale, we deepen that rotation. If you found any tension creep into your body during those balancing postures, wiggle your jaw from side to side. Release around your eyes. Notice how this feels in your hips. We've got 2 more breaths right here. Next inhale, we unwind, we stand tall, we reach. Star pose. This is still very active, pressing down through the feet, lifting up through the thighs, reaching from the fingers. Quick check at the toes, make sure they're forward or maybe slightly in, and then we fold it, friends. We're gonna stay here, drawing the crown of the head down. Feeling that line of energy up the back of our legs. I don't know if any of y'all are old enough to remember the pantyhose that had the seam that went out the back. I always think about that in forward folds. That's where the line of energy would be. Lengthening, lifting. Lifting halfway through the chest, right hand plants, left arm rises, pressing more weight into that right foot. Flowing down so we can switch sides, keeping the hips as square as you can. I think Lauren uses the example of balancing a plate or a cup back there. Coming back to the center, we're going to hold for just a couple of breaths. And again, if headstand is part of your practice, just shift forward, plant your hands shoulder width apart. And then press firmly into the floor as those legs float up. Totally optional. No one expects you to do this if it's not something you enjoy. And then when you're ready, use your abs to lower the legs with control. Landing super gently and take a half lift. Crawling over to the right foot for our twisted dancer. Left hand comes down, step into that right leg. Reaching back, find where your shoelaces would be. Remember, it's the foot that lifts you up. Kicking through the foot, pressing the shin away. I think we should name the plant. Feel free to drop a comment what you think his name should be. I think it's a guy. I don't know. If you think it's a female, that's fine. And from here, we release that leg. Set it over for eagle. Left leg is on top. Left arm goes underneath. Remember your option of giving yourself a hug if that feels better. What's not optional is sitting into your thighs, squeezing them together, and drawing your navel back and in. One way to bring some pleasure to this pose is to lift those fingers up, get a nice shoulder stretch while we're here. When you're ready, hands come down, we step it back, and a vinyasa. Gliding forward into a plank. Let's go ahead and burn out this core. Stay on track. Shoulders over wrists, pressing down through every knuckle. If you need your knees at any point, you have my permission to put them down. Just make sure you're working at your edge. Yeah, it's a short workout, so give me 100%. More importantly, give yourself 100%. You're going to take the time to do it. Get as much out of it as you can. And then we're going to put those knees down. We're going to shift the right foot behind us and lift the left arm as we straighten out that left leg. It's a gate pose. Kneeling side plank. Yes? From here, swim that arm up by your ear. Take that leg nice and long. So now we're balanced on our right hand and our right shin. And as you exhale, pull the elbow into the knee and reach. A little dynamic gate pose here. So the knee is not coming towards the front. That would work the front of our body. We're pulling up and over to get into those obliques. Keeping the hips high as we use our breath. Exhaling to crunch. Inhaling to reach. As we do. Yes, you can. Maybe 3. Maybe 2. Last one. Reach it long, come back to that plank position. Hold it here for me. I'm gonna spin around like a break dancer. You can just stay exactly where you're at. Soften your elbows. Let your shoulder blades pull apart. It's called protraction. An important part of arm balances. Maybe one day we'll have a class on that. And then when you're ready, bring those knees down. Left foot presses behind you. Square your body off. Right bicep by the ear. Right leg long. Make sure those hips are nice and high. Then lift the leg up to your hip height. Exhale, close that gate. Inhale, reach it. Think about squeezing your rib cage and your hips together right here, shortening the side body. Beautiful work, friends. You've carved out the time. You're gonna feel amazing in your body and your heart after this. I have a little daily inspiration on my phone this morning. It was a reminder that yoga doesn't make our life better. It makes us better at life, yeah? These lessons, these tools, they go so far beyond the mat. Last 2. Beautiful, and then we are gonna have a seat. Not quite done with our core, but we're gonna cross our legs right here, and we're gonna plant our hands next to us. I'm stealing this from Ashtanga. We're gonna press down through our hands. We're gonna tilt our chest forward, and we're gonna lift our butt off the ground. You're thinking that's an arm exercise. No, it's not. It's an ab exercise. So yank your belly button up and in. Your feet may stay on the floor. That's okay. But see how much of your body you can get up. It's called Lolasana, and it is no joke. Scoop the belly in. Lift and squeeze. Contract through the front side body. Have a seat, lift the legs, boat pose. We know this one. They can stay bent, or you can take them long, but it's a narrow V between the knees and the heart. We breathe. We roll the shoulders back. We lengthen the hip flexors. Now I gotta give them a little work while we hit those abdominal muscles. Crossing the legs, we go back into Lolasana. Tip forward, lift, scoop, exhale firmly. Drop the bum, lift the legs, boat pose. If you're really struggling with that, you have the option of putting a block under both hands. It gives you a little bit more lift. Eventually, with practice, you can get the legs off the floor. It's pretty cool. One more time, hands come behind, scoop, lift. Try not to press with the feet. Use your abdominals to lift you. Driving from the shoulder, navel towards the spine, breathe. If you're shaking, that's okay, me too. Have a seat, final boat pose here. Legs lift, arms open. Good. Crossing those legs, we're going to come onto our belly. Core is not just abdominals. We're going to hit our posterior chain today with something called Shalabhasana. Onto your belly. Take your arms long in front of you, like Superwoman. Kneecaps, toes are pointed down, hips are nice and square. Let's glue our feet down for this first one. As you inhale, pull your arms back like goalposts and lift your chest up. Okay, so shoulder blades are squeezing in and down, pressing firmly into the hips, toes glued to the mat. Abs lifting up and in as our eye gaze goes forward. Then exhale, make a little pillow out of your hands and have a rest. We're going to do that for a few more rounds. Inhaling, just the upper body. Pull those shoulders back. Squeeze your elbows towards the wall behind you. And see how many ribs you can get off the floor. Exhaling, come down. Relax here completely. One more, just the upper body. Inhale, squeeze it back. Press down through the legs. Just like before, be soft where you can, strong where you need to be. Exhale, come on down. We've got 3 more, and you know we're going to add the legs in. So squeeze those legs together. Inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the legs. See how much of your body you can get off the ground. Lift the thighs, use your glutes. Exhale, come on down. One deep breath here. Inhaling, lift, 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 lift. In poses like boat, we can reach back, not boat, bow, we can reach back and grab our legs. We kind of cheat using some upper body strength. This is all posterior chain. Exhale, come down. Muscles are so important for posture, for good health. They make us look taller and thinner. We love that. Big breath in. Last one. Go for gold, friends. Give me everything you got. Do it for yourself. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Lift, lift, lift. Exhaling, hands down. Lift the hips. Counter pose is child's. Drop it back onto your knees, onto your heels. If your shoulders are a little burned out, they can release by taking the hands back, palms up next to the feet. We're going to glide ourselves back out into a Sphinx pose because I feel like our quads need some love after all those balancing postures. Up onto one forearm, reach back with the opposite hand, drawing heel towards hip. Breathing into the top of your leg. When you're ready, release it. Switch sides, pressing the hips down, lifting the belly in. Letting go of any control you have over your breath at this moment. Softening your jaw, softening around your eyes. Hands come next to the heart, lift up, sit down, swing your legs around to the front. Bending that right knee to close the joint, bring the foot flat, plant your right hand, twist and revolve just for a moment here, releasing the low spine after all of that back work we just did. Looking forward, the knee falls open. Lift up nice and tall, and exhale, fold forward with a nice long spine over that left leg. There's no grabbing, there's no pulling, it's just gravity working on us. As we finish out our practice and move towards our Shavasana, take a moment here, friends, to reflect on class, on something that you're proud of. Whether it was a pose you'd never tried before, your commitment to working hard, the single pointed focus you used of your breath. Sitting up tall, pull that right knee up, straighten it out so we can switch. Left knee comes in, sit tall, breathe into your full height, exhale to revolve, navel towards the spine. Also, allow yourself to have a sense of accomplishment, right? We celebrate the little wins, the little victories, and carving out 30, 35 minutes from your day to take care of your body and your mind, that's important. That's worthy of recognition. Looking forward, let the knee fall open. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, fold gently. Two more breaths right here. And as you inhale, we'll roll up nice and slow. Bring the feet flat, scoot the hips a little closer to those heels so you can recline back for Shavasana, the most important posture. Forgot my microphone's back there. Of our practice. So as you lay down, let your legs go long. Let your palms turn open. Give yourself as much time as you possibly can right here. 3 minutes is nice, 5 minutes is better. And if you can shut out the world for a full 10 minutes, I promise you will feel like a new human being. I leave you here with the beat of your heart and the breath in your lungs. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste.